guys, it's Mrs. Zamboletti again. Alright, so I want to read Nerdy Birdie to you, so I hope you're ready. So here we go. Alright, let's get it in here. There you go. Okay, Nerdy Birdie. Story by Aaron Reynolds, pictures by Matt Davies, and the one thing I notice, especially on the cover of this book, is those big giant glasses on this bird. Nerdy Birdie. All right, Nerdy Birdie. This is Nerdy Birdie. Aw. His glasses are too big. His wings are too small. This says posable T-Rex, freaky red eyes, and weird arms. He's allergic to birdseed. And all the other birds are hanging out together at the bird feeder. Nerdy Birdie is scrounging for breadcrumbs. Eagles, cardinals, and robins are the cool birdies. He's got abs of steel, impressively sculpted chest muscles, and a wind tunnel tested shaped head. He's got a glossy red pompadour. That's another word for his hair on top of his head there. Glossy red attire, also glossy and red. He's got his red feathers. And this guy's got beady eyes with superior worm vision, worm-fed physique, and feet, nothing to do with worms. So these guys are kind of like the cool birds. 3 things Eagle is good at: hunting, fishing, and football. 3 things Cardinal is good at: singing like a rock star, posing, and attracting fans. You maybe hear sometimes the Cardinals outside when I do my morning meetings. 3 things Robin is good at: picking up worms, insulting worms, and eating worms. 3 things Nerdy Birdie is good at: reading, playing video games, reading about video games. Silly. Here he's reading A Philosopher's Guide to Wormholes and Time Travel from the author of Worm and Peace. And this it says, Maximizing Your Angry Worms Scoring Prowess. Oh my goodness. So have you ever heard of Angry Birds? I think that's kind of what they're talking about. Angry birds. But it's angry worms. Silly. Eagles, cardinals, and robins don't care about reading. Hey guys, I just read the coolest book. Who cares? Bookworm. I eat bookworms for breakfast. They don't care about video games. Hey guys, I just defeated the Earthworm King in World of Wormcraft. Who cares? Nerd. I eat real earthworms, not digital ones. Aw. So they don't like the same things that Birdie does. One day, Eagle flew off to hunt. Cardinal flew off to impress fans. Robin flew off to terrorize worms. And Nerdy Birdie was all alone. Oh no. Why do you think he feels alone? Well, because he is. One thing was clear. It was awfully lonely not being a cool birdie. Why do you hang around with them? Oh, I wonder who that is. He hears that. They don't even like you. But they're so cool, said Nerdy Birdie, sorry. Trying to be cool is exhausting, said the new bird. You should hang around with us. And Nerdy Birdie looks around. He's like, us? I don't see anybody else up there, do you? us! After all, there's always room for another nerdy birdie. Look at all those birds. They all have big glasses. They all seem to belong together, huh? They're all kind of interesting together. Their glasses were too big. Their wings were too small. At least half of them had birdseed allergies. They all liked to read, and most of them liked to play World of Wormcraft. They were exactly like Nerdy Birdie. And then he realized something. There were way more nerdy birdies than cool birdies. And now they were all his friends. Oh, how do you think he felt right now? How do you think he's feeling right now to find out all these people that have so many things in common with him? Eagle didn't have any friends. Eagle hunted alone. Cardinal was always showing off. He had no friends. Know why? Because he was always showing off. Robin was too obsessed with worms to make friends. One thing was clear. It was awfully lonely being a cool birdie. So Nerdy Birdie thought it was awfully lonely being a nerdy birdie. But it's showing us here that it's awfully lonely being a cool birdie too. But then a new bird moved into the neighborhood. The cool birds were unimpressed. Hey guys! She gives me the creeps. Why does she always wear black? It's so depressing. She eats what? The cool birdies flew away and left Vulture alone. How do you think Vulture's feeling now? Kind of like the same way that Nerdy Birdie was feeling, maybe? Yeah. A little sad, a little lonely. Why would you want to hang around with them? Well, who do you think's saying that? Being cool is exhausting. You should hang around with us. Us? Us! After all, there's always room for another nerdy birdie. Right, guys? Interesting. Hold it. Where are her glasses? Where's her lightsaber? And have you heard what she eats? Blech! She is most definitely not one of us. Hold on. Oh my goodness. She's definitely not one of us. What do you think about what that bird just said? Okay. I'm going to ask you this question later, so keep remembering this thought right now. What do you think about what that bird just said? She is most definitely not one of us. Let's finish the story. Oh, there it is. Nerdy Birdie was confused. But there's always room for another nerdy birdie, right? Yeah. And that's what they told her. That's the problem. She's not a nerdy birdie. She's just weird. Oh no. Nerdy Birdie looked at his flock of friends. The telephone wire was packed with them. He looked at the new bird, sitting there all alone. And one thing was clear. It was awful lonely being alone. So what do you think she did? This is Nerdy Birdie. His glasses are too big. His wings are too small. This is Vulture. She wears contact lenses. Her wings are enormous. Vulture eats dead things. Nerdy Birdie does not. Nerdy Birdie likes video games. Vulture does not. Nerdy Birdie and Vulture don't like all the same things, but they really like each other. If you ever need a friend, you can hang around with them. After all, there's always room for another, hi, Birdie. Wow. What did you think of Nerdy Birdie? Wow, I like this book so much. I like this book on a lot of different levels. I've got a couple of questions for you. Okay. How did the Vulture differ from all the other Nerdy Birdies? Think about that question. How did the Vulture differ from all the other Nerdy Birdies? And what do you think that Birdie, Nerdy Birdie, learned from this book? What do you think Nerdy Birdie learned about friendship and about judging personal appearances, which means judging somebody by how they look? What do you think they learned? And also, I want to hear your opinion. What do you think the theme of the story was? Remember, the theme is, what do you think the author is trying to tell us? What is the message that the author is trying to give us? So when authors write books, they're trying to share, especially children's books, they're trying to share some sort of life message with us. And I want to know what you think the message of this book was. Okay? So why do you think the Vulture was different from the Nerdy Birdies? What did Nerdy Birdie learn about friendship and about judging people by the way they look? And also, what theme do you feel the author was trying to tell us here? What was the theme of this story, the point of the story, the life lesson that the author was trying to teach us? Can't wait to hear what your thoughts are. Go ahead and leave a Flipgrid about your reaction to this book. I hope you really liked it. I enjoyed it. And thanks for joining me. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.